She's being shamed into an unhealthy situation. Listen, she said, my 31F husband, 30M, wants his mom to stay with us for 2 months in our one-bedroom apartment. Are my boundaries unreasonable? My 31F husband, 30M, and I have been married for a few months. His father passed away recently, and understandably, his mother is grieving. My husband and his sister have been trying to support her. The issue is this. My mother-in-law may come stay with us for 2 months in our one-bedroom apartment. Our apartment is small. I work from home full-time, we have a cat, and we only have one bathroom. My husband works in-office 3 days a week. His sister and her husband are also expecting their in-laws to visit during that time, so they can't host the mother-in-law, and the MIL apparently doesn't feel comfortable around them anyway. So she wants to stay with us, even though we have less space and privacy. I initially asked for a 6-month buffer before having family stay over long-term, just so we could adjust to marriage and living together. That boundary was acknowledged verbally, but now it's being brushed aside because of family duty. I said I'd be okay with a 3-week visit, but anything longer feels really overwhelming, especially in such a small space. I've also suggested an Airbnb, which I said I'd help pay for, but my husband and his sister don't see that as reasonable. Now I feel like I have only 3 options. 1. Say yes, and live in stress for 2 months. 2. Move to a 2-bedroom, which we can't afford right now. 3. Leave. My husband says I'm catastrophizing and making this harder than it is. But I feel like I'm being emotionally blackmailed, that if I don't agree, I'm cruel, ungrateful, or selfish. I don't hate my mill, I barely know her. However, she did fat shame the day after my wedding and expects me to help with domestic duties without asking my husband to lift a finger. I mostly just value having boundaries and privacy, especially during a vulnerable time in our marriage. I've tried to compromise but feel completely cornered. Edit. She is currently staying and can stay with my husband's sister, who has the space, but doesn't want to during that time since her in-laws will be visiting for 1.5-2 months, hence the duration. My Mill herself has said she wants to stay with my husband, her son. So how would you be able to handle this situation in such a small space? I understand this is a cultural difference. So you guys who are in this culture, please chime in and let us know how do you guys handle this, and don't forget to like, comment, and share.